Welcome to Living Healthy, Living Well. Are you struggling with the new normal we are navigating ourselves and loved ones through? Are the day-to-day activities mentally and physically draining you with all the precautions we have to take? Do you feel like you just need to pause and reset? If any of this resonates with you, then you're in the right place. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm a board-certified nuclear medicine technologist working with cardiac patients. I'm a yoga teacher, a board-certified health and well-being coach, and a yoga coach. I love working with people to help them reduce stress in their body and mind in order to lead a healthier and happier life. Finding new ways to release the stressors in our life can be hard. Physical exercise alone may not be enough to completely remove all the mental chatter we develop throughout our day-to-day activities, especially now where we have to find new ways to navigate our work, home, school, and family lives. Each episode, I'll be offering methods to help you create focus and mental clarity. I will be sharing tips on the practice of breath, meditation, and just taking a pause to notice. I will help you find ways to allow yourself to find joy in each and every moment of your daily life practice. So come and join me on this journey and just let go and just be. After all, what do you have to lose but only stress? Today we'll be talking about creating new and good habits without making it feel like a chore. An easy step process to create a new habit and how to make it stick as a daily life practice. So what is a habit? The definition in the Webster's Dictionary states that a habit is an acquired mode of behavior that has become nearly or completely involuntary, a behavior pattern acquired by frequent repetition or physiologic exposure that shows itself in regularity or increased facility of performance. According to a research paper in 2006 by Duke University, 40% of our actions we perform each day are based on habit. So habits can be both positive and negative and are generally triggered by prompts. So, for example, turning the light switch on when you walk into a room. A habit is usually a process that is mapped into what is known as the habit loop. It's something we can recreate or break if we take a moment to map it out. There are 3 parts to a habit loop. First, you have a trigger, the reminder that signals us to routine. Second, you'll have a routine or the habit itself, which is good or bad. And third, you receive the reward or the positive feedback that closes the habit loop. For example, in the evening, do you just automatically reach for a glass of wine or jump on Netflix and binge watch to find a form of relaxation? But at the same time, you know that you should go for that evening run or walk, maybe meditate or read that great novel that you've been wanting to. Next time you find yourself doing that thing, that's just easier, perhaps recognizing that and changing the pattern by trying something different. And then after that action, maybe make a note of that and see how it made you feel. So to create a long-term change in habit, we need to start small. Consequences of bad habits, sadly, are more obvious than the habits themselves. For example, weight gain from eating mindlessly at your desk or while watching TV. So to create a good habit, we need to start by making small changes by creating prompts to connect those habits. So these changes can be as simple as tiny tweaks to an existing habit, maybe changing the environment or setting, or breaking the habit into smaller steps. For example, some tips to break or hack your diet. Put fruit on the table instead of candy. Use a salad plate at mealtime instead of a dinner plate. Larger plates actually encourage us to fill up, thus causes us to eat more. Maybe even try to eat with your non-dominant hand to slow the eating process down. And this will actually give your mind a chance and brain a chance to send the signal to your stomach before you start to overfill yourself. Send the signal that you're full. And eating with your dominant hand perhaps will allow you to become more mindful of what you're eating. How about adding a walking program before you start your day, or even taking a midday break? Perhaps by just going and putting on your shoes and standing by the door the first day. And then the next day, put on the shoes and step outside onto the porch. Then the next day, take a few steps away from the porch. What eventually may happen is that you will feel that you've gotten this far, but you might as well just take a walk for maybe 5 minutes, and then you'll even notice that maybe you want to even go a little bit longer. Here's another one. Tips to improve your dental hygiene. Flossing your teeth. You know you dread to floss your teeth, but you must do it. So start by small. Just flossing one tooth. And when you start doing this, you'll eventually just go ahead and maybe floss the second tooth. And then perhaps just floss them all since you're already doing it. So there's different prompts that exist in life for different actions. Environmental, personal, and action. An environmental prompt can be the alarm on your phone. For example, the snooze buttons on the phones are frequently bigger than the alarm off buttons, which makes it easier for us to doze off again than to get up. Or the M&M bowl sitting on the table you pass by each time you go to another room in your building or your home. A personal prompt can be your bladder being full and you get the signal and you need to get up to go to the restroom. An action prompt is a behavior you already perform, which also prompts you to initiate new behaviors. Here is where you can incorporate a new habit. For example, B.J. Fogg, the author of the Book of Tiny Habits, wanted to incorporate fitness into his day. So he connected the action to do 2 push-ups every time he went to the restroom. Depending on how much water he drank that day, he sometimes did up to 50 push-ups in a day. Of course, whenever you decide to connect a new action with an existing one, just make sure you consider the location, frequency, and theme for you to be safe and, of course, successful in creating the new action or habit. So the key message here is creating a new habit is not all about willpower, but to start small to set yourself up for success. In actuality, conventional wisdom says that creating positive change is all about willpower, but this is wrong. The best way to change your habits is to start small and avoid biting off more than you can chew. Human behavior is driven both by what we're motivated to do and what we can do. So this means that we tend to prefer picking the low-hanging fruit and doing the easy stuff. And that's the key to designing small habit changes. So when you make something simple and easy to do, you're much more likely to do it. So here I challenge you, what big change would you like to see in yourself or in your life in the next 6 weeks? I invite you to write your goal down and put it where you may see it as a daily reminder. Make a list of small changes you can build yourself up to reach this goal. And choose one small change and practice that daily until you do it without even thinking about it. Then move to the next small change and continue this process until you get to your end goal. Want to learn more about how to make changes in your lifestyle for your well-being? Visit my website, www.pranahealthpc.com, to learn more about what I can do to help you discover easier and healthier ways to reach your lifestyle goals. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful week.